Let's start.
Squash the beef. Beef. Yo, we should come up with like a song, man.
Yo,
Like,
actually,
you know, an intro song?
Actually,
Squash the beef or something rough or some shit.
relax there, buddy. My boy Dagon.
Yeah.
Yeah, he said he'll give us a little jingle, a little tingle.
For free? For
Yo,
free?
balls.
For
Yeah,
free?
for
Or we gotta
free.
do something extra, you know? So,
I
know you do it all day, every day. Yeah. So episode ocho.
We know our Spanish.
Yes, in Korean it's episode pal. In English,
Oh,
it's
my God.
episode 8.
Hey
yeah.
man, you're matching, man.
Yeah, dog. What
Yeah,
the hell?
look at you.
Hair in the black, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, hair's black now.
Yeah,
you used to
kinda,
have brown hair. You just what motivated you to, put this dark image of yourself?
I don't know, man. I just wanted to change it. I like changing up my style a lot. Like, so probably like next week you'll probably see a different version.
Okay.
So
Take it easy there, buddy.
I'm black now. I'm not black now, but my hair is black now.
Wow, that's fucked
And
up.
I'm wearing
You're a fucking racist.
black turtleneck. So yeah, dog. It's funny. You were like, "Whoa, who the fuck are you?"
I can't take this.
Yo, you only saw me with-
It takes time to process this. Yeah.
You only saw me with brown hair, right?
Yeah. I think so.
Have you ever dyed your hair before?
No. Once in middle school. Yeah, a long
Like what
time
color,
ago.
yellow?
Buddy. Orange.
What? What's that?
Orange.
Orange.
You don't know?
Hey, can you come to the room for a second? Give me that
sorry.
saw. Yeah, dog. So Koreans like to dye their hair a lot, right?
I think so. Yeah.
More than other like Asians dye their hair more than other races, don't you think?
Yeah. Oh, where does that come from?
I don't know, man.
Or I think this is my theory from where it originates. I think it's because like they've seen, Hollywood movies, so they're like, oh, okay, like white people, like they're beautiful, right? So I'm gonna look like them. So they go under the knife, they get bigger eyes, and fix their nose and whatnot. Don't you consider that like all Caucasian features?
What kind of accent is that, motherfucker? Jesus Christ. Your accent changes.
Listen to the contents.
I can't when you're talking
Jeez.
like. I think it originates from that, like the whole like Hollywood stars, because like they're like worldwide. They're like known worldwide. Starting from like a long time ago. Like Asian, like people like Asians kind of idolize Hollywood stars.
Yeah. Well, everyone does.
Yeah, right. Everyone
Worldwide.
does. Right. Like
Yeah.
in Asia too. So I think you're right. That's kind of where it stems.
Yeah.
What was that? Okay. But it kind of changed now because I talked to Koreans about this too, and they're like talking about. I was like, yo, so plastic surgery. Like, why do people do that? Because like in Asia, it's so fucking big here. Like you
So
don't see
for
like Asians back home like doing plastic surgery a lot, do you? Like our friends.
Not as much
You know what I'm
as
saying?
here.
Yeah.
And
So
it's really big. It's part
huge.
of Korean culture.
Yeah.
I mean, although maybe like Thailand they do it.
It started
and
in
some-
Japan, I think.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Okay.
it was a Japanese thing, and then a lot of Koreans were like, "Oh, Japanese are doing it, so let's do it
Let's
too."
jump on board.
Yeah, and now like Korea's like the number one, like the hot spot for
Face
plastic
fixing.
surgery. They're like known for that shit.
Yeah, and
I think. Yeah.
people go to Gangnam, right? That's like the
Yeah,
the
Gangnam.
hot spot.
Yeah,
for,
Gangnam and like the whole area of Gangnam, like there's like other areas called Apgujeong and Shinsa. That's where like plastic surgery. There's a lot of like hospitals, and they make a lot of fucking money, man.
Yeah, it's
these
big.
doctors.
The market is big.
Huge. If you're
Yeah.
a plastic surgeon, you're a man, like
You're good to go.
dude,
Like your life is
you're
good.
set for life. You're like kids are set for life too.
Wow.
If you're good though.
And I heard as early as middle school
Bro,
students.
I had no. I
Earlier?
had elementary kids.
Oh, that's disgusting.
When I used to be a teacher, bro, I fucking saw there was one girl, I forgot her name.
Don't say her name.
Yeah, but
yeah.
She did her eyes. I'm sure, because like, you know, when like you first do it, you get the plastic eyelids done. Like, so basically what they're trying to do is like, a lot of Koreans, they call it monolids, which means like
one
eyelid. But like, you know, a lot of like most foreigners, they have like double eyelids, right?
Okay. Wait,
like,
you have a double shit, right?
Yeah,
double eyelid.
double
thing.
shit.
What do you call that? Bilid?
Double eyelids, bro.
Double eyelid.
I have a slight double eyelid, but like, you know, like a lot of Asians, they kind of feel.
Mine is like Asian as fuck. Mine is like. Well, people say it's like the traditional like eyes, but how does that really make sense? Because naturally, some people like you have the fucking double shit.
Yeah, but because that was like single eyelids used to be like considered the beauty standard a while ago.
Okay.
Yeah. So,
yeah.
So like, you know, like they would try to kind of get those eyelids done to make their eyes more rounder. You know, so that it looks, you know,
to get bigger eyes.
Yeah, to get bigger eyes, right?
A lot of these slanted ass eyes.
Mostly like girls would do that, but and then like the higher nose bridge kind of thing, where it's like, you know, a lot of Asians.
Yeah, like they don't want like a short stubby nose. Instead, they want a long like. And
they
I
want
think
a long
all...
like prominent nose bridge, like a higher nose bridge. Like a lot of people in America would not understand what I'm talking about, because like, dude, we just look like that.
My sister had to explain it to me a couple of times.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because I didn't know what like nose bridge was. Like all these terms were very. It's kind of recent for me. Right. To learn all these terms. Yeah. But...
So like plastic surgery is. I talk to Koreans, they get really offended when they say like, when I say like, hey, so like, because I didn't understand
Hey, when'd you get your shit done?
No, not even that. I was like, why do Koreans get fucking like plastic surgery? And I was like, why do you get plastic surgery? Like, are you trying to be like, you know, Caucasian, like, you know, Hollywood star kind of, you know? Is that why you're doing it? You want to emulate like the good looking, beautiful stars? And they're like, no. Like, no, we just want to look, we're not trying to look white. We're not trying to look a certain, you know, black, or we're not trying to look a certain way. We just think it's like the standard of beauty now, you know, because like to have like certain,
because of K-drama, some fuckers did that and went on K-drama.
Oh yeah, dude.
And on TV.
I mean, that's how it all started. The standard of beauty is still pretty westernized. Now though, in recent years, like it's starting to change, where more people like you, like monolids and kind of like, you know, more natural Asian features, they you know, they're more like, especially men, they're more preferred now in like media. So like, you know, the whole K-pop, they call it Hallyu stars.
Okay, why do they call? They're trying to say Hollywood, but they just can't pronounce it.
It's just a Korean term for like Korean K-pop stars are called Hallyu stars.
Okay,
Hallyu. So like they look, you know, they're more like Asian looking now. And like Korean like K-pop is so fucking big, bro. You know that, right?
Yeah.
Dude, we're like we're the most popular like pop entertainment industry in Asia by far. Like way above like China, Japan, like Thailand,
even in the
that,
charts in Japan, like K-pop is always like number one.
Yeah,
like,
so
these Korean superstars.
And a lot of these industries, like for example, like Korea's like, you know, they have these conglomerate like big ass organizations that kind of run these like entertainment industries. So for example, like YG Family and I forgot the other ones too.
These are label companies?
Yeah, these are basically like, I guess you can call them label companies.
But they're bigger than that?
They're fucking huge.
So they handle a lot more than just like...
They own entertainment like companies, basically. They're not just label companies. They're like...
They're bigger than that.
They're like, you know, basically like, they're huge. They're just like giant conglomerate. You can compare them to like noble families in Korea, like the Kim, Lee kind of dynasty. Like they're fucking huge, right? So like, they basically dictate... It's a whole like... system now. They dictate how you're supposed to look. If you're like a good singer and you're like decent at like, if you're good at like beatboxing or something, you have like really particular skills, they would bring you in and like, hey, listen, I want to recruit you, come here, But you're gonna have to fix your face.
Dance for me.
Yeah, dance for me. You're gonna have to do your fix your eyes a certain way. You fix your nose.
What if you're like, nah, I'm good. So yeah, take it or leave
you can.
it.
So in Korea nowadays, there are a lot more indie bands, which means like they're a lot more like
independent artists.
Yeah, like
Is that what it means, right?
Yeah. Like they're a lot more independent artists and stuff. Like for example, there's a group called Posko. I don't know if you know that.
What? What did you say?
Posko. I mean, you can look it up. But like Posko is like, it used to be. They're still really famous, but they're a pretty famous like indie band.
Okay.
In Korea, like 3-4 years ago, they used to be the shit in Korea, and they didn't have like any like YG family or any other like giant conglomerate organization backing them up. They're like, fuck it, we're just gonna go to Hongdae. Hongdae's like, you know, this area in Seoul, and they're like, fuck it, we're just gonna go there. Like Hongdae's this area where there's like this giant university and a lot of young people and like a lot of like multicultural people go there.
Yeah, very liberal.
People who are more open about like ideas and
it's like a San Francisco of
pretty
Korea.
much a lot of like a giant expat community there, like community of Koreans who are like, they want to be more free and open-minded about shit.
LGBT people.
Yeah, pretty much. So like they would go there and they would just perform, and like people like fuck with their stuff, and that's how they became really big. So that's like becoming more of the trend now. Instead of going through these like major organizations, like you know JYP and stuff. Like he's like a giant producer. He's
ugly as fuck.
He's a normal. I saw him at a club in Itaewon. He's a normal dude.
I mean, he's not normal. I mean, he's ugly as fuck.
He looks creepy as fuck.
Yeah, he does.
It's probably some like Steve Weinstein.
I mean, it's okay if you're ugly.
Shit.
I mean, but he looks like
he looks creepy. He looks like a creep.
Yeah. Like if you saw him near children's playground, like you dial 911 with the quickness because like, your daughter is gonna be like swept away in a second.
Kids, come over here.
Yeah, he just looks like a creep.
He does when he smiles and shit. I'm pretty sure he's a creep doll.
There's his facial features, but anyways, that's so strange because like, let's say like this guy, right, JYP, he looks at me like twerking. I'm a girl and I'm twerking for him and I'm singing for him, and then he goes, okay, yeah, everything's good, but you gotta fix your face, and then like I'm like, wait, but look at your face. So you chose not to fix this mess.
Wait, but look at your face. Did you
just look at this like messed up canvas right here, right?
Yeah.
So why do I have to change?
Because he is the boss.
Shit.
That's it.
Is it true?
Boss,
I've heard some dark secrets.
Dog or
dark? Like your hair. Okay. So like, does he get like, you know, head from all these new artists?
Those are all rumors, but I'll tell
before they pop off.
I mean, you know that like major in Korea it's corruption is fucking okay. So
I mean, you are corrupt. Oh, are we on air?
Yeah. Oh
shit, we're fucking live.
3, 2, 1. Okay, now we're but okay. First, I want to go back to the plastic surgery stuff. That shit's fucking huge.
Yeah, plastic surgery.
And it's nowadays more they're becoming more Asian kind of trend, you know. So it's kind of, I like it. I like this kind of trend because it's not like we gotta look, but it's not. Koreans are not trying to emulate. The conclusion is Asians are not trying to emulate like Caucasians or like whatever, like, you know.
It might have originated
from that, but it's kind of like
it became its own thing.
Yes, exactly. So it became its own like thing, and it's like and now it's more shifting towards the Asian side. So like nowadays like smaller eyes and like, you know, are more preferred now. Actually. So like it's a growing trend now.
And I want to ask you, like, usually the Koreans do their eyes, right? That's right?
Yeah, eyes and nose.
Oh, and what other things do they typically do?
So okay,
do they do ass and tits?
Okay, well nowadays they do more. Ass and tits are like more prevalent now. Well, even fucking calves, bro.
I feel like even what?
Even calves, man. I'm serious. They would they put shit in their calves to make like well guys do. Asian guys do.
What do you mean? What?
Yeah,
Are you serious?
they put like like they put like some shit in their calves now. That's a new thing now.
Oh,
To make their legs look little more big and shit.
A little
I'm
more
like,
thicker.
hey, it's called calf. Just work out your fucking legs.
It's called the gym.
Yeah.
So that's what I don't understand about, even with girls, even back in the States, we see a lot of girls doing those butt injections. But like, I feel like, hey, why don't you just hit the gym and just do some squats?
Because
Isn't that weird?
It gives you okay. If you're a person with money, you don't want to work hard, right? A lot of people who do plastic surgery are like
spoiled.
Or like, for example, working out is pretty hard if you're like a beginner.
Yeah.
And if you're
it's dirty work.
Right. It is, man. It's like blood, sweat, and tears, man. Yep. In the gym, you got to put hours and hours of work into that. So like, also you got to watch what you eat and stuff.
Right.
And it's not even just Korea. It's like America too. Like, people get these kind of surgeries to enhance their bodies. So because like, they probably have the money to do it. They're like, why do I have to like spend hours and hours, years possibly in the gym just to get my calves like looking better? I can just do it in one night. You know what I'm saying?
And especially with Korean culture, I feel like everyone wants things in an instant.
That's true too. Right? That's true too. In
they
Korea,
have that kind of culture.
It is true too.
That we say pali pali, right? Like fast.
Pali
like
pali,
hurry. Oh my god!
Yeah, people are like Google Translate. Bali bali shibal. And
bale,
then they're
bale.
And what is that? Is like, what is that? Like, what is
North
that?
Korean?
North Korean. Jesus Christ.
But
dude, I'll tell you a fucked up thing though about that. Is that plastic surgery is so? I mean, I know a lot of Koreans like
you did it on your D.
Oh no.
Oh, don't laugh like that. Okay,
yeah,
seriously.
but so I know some. I talk to Koreans about this all the time. It's so interesting to me. Whole like plastic surgery and why it's so like rampant in Asia, especially Korea, bro. Like 7 out of like 10 girls do plastic surgery after college.
Wow,
Korean girls, it's fucking crazy.
And parents encourage it, don't they?
Encourage it. You know why though?
So they can get married to a rich dude.
Well, that
money.
That might be but it really just like Korean media. It really
influences,
really heavily affects and influences people's like young children's minds and people's like their overall like thought process.
Would you say just recently people started researching their shit like? And then there's the whole JTBC thing because like with the whole scandal with the former president Park Geun-hye, I feel like a lot of the news that they were getting were being like obviously like
distorted and shit.
Yeah. And so a lot of Koreans, they were like, for the first time in history, I think, all right, I might be wrong, you correct me, but I feel like they're like, no, I don't believe this shit. They're starting to doubt like mainstream news, mainstream media, and then kind of do their own research or at least use an alternate source of for information. And like with Americans, we always have because of our culture, we just kind of like we speak up and we question things a lot.
Question everything.
Yeah,
that's the culture.
Yeah. So that's why it's hard to get away with things in the States.
Yeah.
Than here, right?
Yeah, Korea's definitely like that's a good point. But Korea's definitely more it was so ratchet.
Thanks, buddy.
Cast light. It's Sprite.
Sorry guys, Joe was just pouring me some beer, some Cass, some Korean beer, Cass.
Some of that good stuff, that fuel. All right, so Koreans nowadays, they're definitely doubting the government more. I mean, it's always been like this, actually. They've always doubted like the, higher, because Korean government is really corrupt, man. It really is. Yeah, like everyone knows.
Right, but what about as far as like mainstream media, like what they see on TV? I still feel like a lot of them, they just believe what they see. If it's on TV,
it's more,
whether it's documentary or like I mean not documentary but just like some some study that they did, and like we all know, like with studies, they can be distorted to look a certain way,
Right.
and like they just believe that because it's the headlines say this, right?
Yeah, man.
Instead of like seeing like other studies,
Yeah, you're right.
Because
Because Korea is still a collectivist society. So even if you didn't read the news, if your friend is like, "Hey, I saw this on the news," and so like, I think like this is what happened, they believe it automatically. There's no like. There's no like, wait a minute, come on. What is your source? CNN? Like New York Times? Come on. Where did you hear that shit?
do say like,
Americans,
that's bullshit.
Yeah, like
that's
come on,
bullshit.
man. Like, they will like bring up some stats and shit like that you had no idea about. Koreans, they don't really like, first of all, they don't really like try to look into that kind of stuff unless you're really into politics, unless you're really into
they like to be conveniently fed with information.
And
they're just
they
like, okay, I'm good.
They're just processed to kind of like trust what the media tells you and like what you see and shit like that. But there's always been, in terms of like government and the citizens, like there's always been that like distrust.
Yeah,
it's always been that, man. Like because like at any time we could have been a part of like North Korea right now. South Korea, like we could have been in that position where North Korea is run by a fucking crazy dictator, like with like a like nukes and shit. Like we could have been there. So there's always that like level of distrust. That's why Koreans are so, there's a lot of like government organizations, but there's never a middle ground, man. They're just always fighting with each other. Like Koreans go. Have you ever seen those political like? Have you ever seen those? They actually fight, man.
Like physically.
Fist fight.
Holy shit.
Like, those like...
Oh, they get down.
Yeah, they go...
They scrap.
They fucking scrap, man. Like,
Shit.
it's crazy. Those like... You know what I'm talking about, right?
World Star. Yeah.
Those like rooms where they...
Yeah, it's like one of those C-SPAN
those
things. Like one of those rooms.
Politician gatherings and shit.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
And this guy, it's funny. It's on YouTube, but this fucker, like, he got into a scrap with this other dude. He put this judo move on him. It's so funny. God. He like straight up like
Jesus Christ.
He like flipped him backwards.
That's so strange. Wouldn't they have some sort of security there? They're
nah,
just, like,
man.
on standby?
It's fist fights are very, very
They look
they're
over
normal,
that very,
man.
very easily.
They're normal
right?
here. Yeah, they're normal among politicians.
That.
Like fist fighting and all that kind of stuff.
I think even here, like just in general, here in Korea.
I mean,
if there's
like,
a fist fight, they're just like, okay, break it up. Rather than like, you being in handcuffs and
right.
You,
yeah, I mean, come on, like,
and in the States, it's more severe.
Yeah. But police, I mean, we can also go into that too. Police don't have as much power in Korea.
They're
what I'm
just
saying?
They're
so
just
like,
people with uniforms. But
plastic surgery, I definitely want to get a
someone with
someone who got that shit.
It's not, he's not
or somebody who's like Korean to like talk about it, because I've gotten perspective from people who had plastic surgery and like people who didn't and stuff. So it's very interesting because girls, especially girls, if they don't look pretty, you have a hard time getting a job. Like.
Right, and so they have to do it for their resume, right?
It changes your life, actually, for a woman here.
That's true.
Because men, they judge you by your appearance. Because like like sexism in Korea is on another level still.
It's still,
you know what I'm saying?
It's lagging behind by a long way to go.
Yeah, not even just you were talking about marriage, but like career woman. If you wanna, I don't care how smart and fucking awesome you are.
Step up your game.
If you're not pretty, you cannot get that far sometimes.
I mean,
unless
you can
you're
always
really special.
STD, huh?
Dinosaurs. Girls, that's true too, though.
You gotta
Girls,
STD.
Yeah, you have to. No. With the entertainment industry, what like we're talking about before, bro, that shit happens.
If you're a girl, you do it in an instant.
All the time, man. All the time. Like producers, directors, fucking like these like bigger people. They'll be like, hey. Yeah, I'll give you that role. I'll give you that role in that movie.
But you know your role right now, right?
But you know what you got to do right now, right?
It's
like,
not Pornhub, though.
Yeah, 7:30 p.m. My place. No, I'm serious. That's how it goes down. There's been a lot of scandals and shit like that. But it's pretty crazy.
You were just talking about North Korea before, and I was just thinking, if you were to see like normal looking, I mean, the original looking Korean girls, you would find them in North Korea, wouldn't you? Right?
That's the thing too.
That's
yeah.
kind of funny if you think about it like that. Because I just feel like in South Korea, there's just been an epidemic of this whole like, you know, plastic surgery bullshit. Like, right? Wouldn't you say like a big portion? What did you say? What were the
7
numbers?
out of 10.
Yeah,
7
so
out
like
of 10 girls
70%. I mean,
in their
that's
20s.
huge.
It's fucking huge, man.
That's huge.
Yeah, but there's also I mean, it's I think that Korean girls naturally are very pretty.
Yeah.
Like I honestly think like a lot of people tell me this, like a lot of my expat friends, they're like, yo bro, like honestly in Asia, Korean girls are by far the hottest. I'm like, well, yeah,
it's subjective, but yeah, they are pretty. They are, for me,
I hear
they
that
are
so
pretty.
much. I hear that so much. Like, you know,
it's just they fuck their shit up. They go a little too far, and it's not even that. Don't even start at all, because I think, I mean, as corny as it sounds, but you look, I mean, they just look good as they are, you know, like beautiful as they are. So just don't be with it.
Yo, but
just,
come on, man, don't lie. Come on, some girls who they got it in, you can tell, right? If you got your plastic surgery not in Gangnam,
it's like
it's like, oh, you didn't get that shit in Gangnam, did you?
It was like from the F shack that's near here.
That's like by the
it's like
fucking
10 steps away from here.
Some guy, he just has like rusty ass knives and like
it's like that scene from Minority Report.
Oh god. Oh yeah.
Remember?
Fuck, dude.
The eye transplant.
Yeah, dude.
And he's like, all right, let's get started. He doesn't even wash his hands.
Got like back. Ooh, that's disgusting. Smells and shit. Like he just goes in. He never got a day of training in his life. Ooh. But
it's just like that.
Yeah, bro. That shit's fucking. But it's pretty crazy. Plastic surgery. Yeah. I was like, come on, man. Some girls look fucking beautiful though. With like, you could tell. That's why now they call it like 성형 미녀, which means like plastic surgery beauty. Oh, like you're a plastic surgery beauty. That's what they call them now. That's the terminology.
You're a fraud.
But you know what? Guys like that. Korean guys dig that shit. You know what I'm saying? It's that's why they do it. Why, you know, like that they get a job. They can get a really handsome, rich boyfriend. You know, like,
in that regard, I think Koreans are very superficial.
They are,
right?
In that regard.
Yeah, they wanna, you know, a lot of, I'm not saying all girls do, but a good portion of the population, they wanna meet like some dude with everything. You know, I mean, what girl doesn't wanna meet a guy with the total package? But they don't even care about your personality, and they just want, okay, let me see your like your business card. Tell me about like what you do.
What's your bank account look like?
Yeah, you know what I mean? Like there's that too. So,
but it's there's no term called down to earth in Korea. Oh, because you know, like, you know, Americans were like, yo, I want to date a girl who's down to earth.
Yeah.
You hear that a lot, right? But Korea, it's like, what is that?
Yeah.
Fucking down to what? Like, down to fuck? I mean, I was like, sorry.
Oh my god.
Sorry. Nip slip. I mean,
ew. I'm gonna apologize to our viewers again.
I would like to formally make an apology. Joe's a little.
Dude, you need some church, man.
Go to the hospital,
for real.
I need some God in my life, but I want to talk about like dating too, because that correlates with that shit too, right? Because
I just want to say one last thing about plastic surgery. I just think like
you did it in
Gnam, Gangnam, I just feel like when I see a bunch of those like alien like creatures,
the predator.
It's like really it kind of scares me.
It is freaky,
isn't
man.
it? It's not even like, oh yeah, like she's kind of hot, but she's weird, but I'll still fuck her. It's not even like that mindset. Dog,
it's like, oh shit, like, dude, you just remind me of something.
What? Like, what is that,
bro?
What am I looking at right now?
Bro,
everything is not put into place. You know what I mean? And it's just not natural. Your body,
oh my god, recognize
that something is wrong.
You just brought up. Okay, you can if any of y'all like come to Korea, you'll know. You can recognize a person who just got their like shit done.
What, they're bleeding out of their eyes?
Well, they're
Are
preventing
you
it.
crying or
Like some people, because they don't want to do both eyes at the same time, because like, you know, they don't want to get plastic surgery. You have to cut open their eyes and shit, right? Like it's pretty gross. So like they don't want to do both eyes at the same time, because it's like, oh my god, what happened to your eyes? So they would do one eye at a time and cover it up like a pirate.
That's why.
That's what it is, dog. That's
I didn't
what it
know
is.
that.
No, that's
I
what
was
it
just
is.
like, oh, she probably got like pink eye or someone shat on her eye.
No, yeah.
Oh,
that's what it is. So they would cover one eye with like a white band or like a white like.
I thought it was like a
covering.
cyst or something.
They can be a cyst. I mean, I'm not saying every single one of those is like plastic surgery, but a lot of people do that. So they do one eye at a time.
Oh,
recover.
shit.
It takes about like 6 months to do it, and then. My dad did it. I'll be honest, because my dad,
your dad got plastic surgery.
He did like slightly because his eyes are kind of like some people their eyes droop over age. So he just kind of like took out the flesh. That's a little different.
That's
but like,
different. We're
so
talking about like
a full fledged like eyelid surgery is.
So walk us through the process here. I know, Mimi, you don't know.
I watched those. You never watched those videos, bro?
I did. My sister showed me, but like just really quick, like how does it work? They're cutting over your eyelid. Is that
so
what
they're taking some? They're cutting like the reason why Asians are mono eyelids is because is because we have extra layer of fat above on our eyelids, right? I think it's because like we lived
genetics.
Yeah, we lived
that
in
rice,
like,
boy.
No, it's not that.
Rice.
What the fuck? No, but no, it's because like a lot of Asians, like you know, Mongolia. That's when you know Mongolians used to like rule the fucking world. You know that, right?
Yeah,
Genghis
shout out to
Khan,
Genghis
man.
Khan.
So like
he like. That's like our ancestor,
yeah,
right?
they are our ancestors. Yeah, so
because he fucked like a million.
Yeah, like Indians,
like,
Russians, everybody, man. He just kind of bam, bam, bam. He went all in. You know what I'm saying?
Yo, don't Koreans originate from like we are actually from where we
do
Mongolians?
Yeah,
right?
that's why when we're born, we have every single Asian person has
so Japan, Korea.
It doesn't matter where you're from. If you're an Asian person, you have a black birthmark on your ass.
No, I don't got no black
No,
birthmark.
You did,
no,
but it disappears. It did.
No,
Ask your mama, bro.
No,
you had
my mama
it.
don't see no birthmark like that.
Yeah, it disappears. It comes in this. That's like the Mongolian birthmark they call it. I had it too. My mom's like, yeah, you had it. Yours is big as fuck. You know, your sister had it.
It's
gone. It goes away.
Show the viewers.
Oh, hold on a second. Zip. They're like, ugh. Yeah, but what were we talking about? Okay,
what is this circle?
It's a circle, like black mark, dog. It's just like a big.
You got branded, dog.
Like it's like a brand, like.
Oh, you're Asian. You're Genghis Khan's descendants.
Oh my god!
All right, sorry guys.
Poor babies. Okay. Anyway, so yeah, like Mongolians, they used to live we used to live in a desert. A lot of like sandstorms and shit. So like, you know, Sam would go into her eyes and she's like, you know, like, so that's what people say. Like, that's how we got like
an evolutionary
of
the slanted eyes to prevent
monolids.
dust.
Yes. From blinding us and shit. Yeah. But some people, I guess, they got less dust. I don't know.
Get at me, dog. Dust. Yellow dust. You got nothing on this motherfucker because my eyes are basically closed. What?
No, I'm not doing that. That's so stupid.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
Yeah, anyway, so that's how people say, like, you know, Asians develop. So basically what you do is like you cut open you take off some flesh in order to kind of.
You said there's fat.
There's like a little, like an extra layer of fat.
You take that
like
shit out.
It's just, you know, like, and people were like, you know, when I was young, like white people would ask me, I don't know why white people would be like, so like, can you see right?
Really? No, but your eyes are big.
Nah.
I don't know what. Yeah, actually they're big, right?
No, they're not. They're just normal. Like, they're just normal, like, looking at
I'm
eyes.
not normal. I
mean,
but I think your eyes are somewhat towards the bigger side. Mine's obviously like small as fuck. So.
No, but I'm still Asian, right? So like people were like, yo, like,
okay.
Can you see? Like,
yeah,
you know,
they're just fucking around.
Yeah,
I mean, your eyes are probably bigger than theirs.
No, when I was a little kid, like they were like, they asked me this kind because they were really curious. So like they're actually curious. Like, I mean,
I got some friends who asked me that too.
Yeah,
but that was like college. Yeah. That's
So
'cause- yeah.
for our viewers who are so ignorant as fuck to ask that question, yeah, we can. Asians can see properly.
I feel like, yeah.
The whole
anyways.
like Asians can't drive thing is like that's it's funny, but it's not true. Like some people are serious when they ask that shit though.
But I'm serious that they can't drive.
Oh, they can't.
I don't think they can. I don't think they can drive well.
What do you mean? Like all Asians are like?
Okay, this is my theory.
Oh shit. Okay.
Well, first of all, these fucks. I mean,
Your kind.
I think the South Korean culture. We mentioned it before. Bali, like fast, like hurry the fuck up. Like I think because of that. It's very fast paced, like
true.
super fast paced.
Goddamn, you-
Manhattan's gotten nothing.
Hell no.
Nothing.
Hell no.
So they just swerve through
Yeah.
people. It don't matter if there's a crosswalk. They're gonna swerve over your ass. They're gonna run over your toes and just
No.
zoom.
No, I agree. Because
Yeah.
the Korean roads here, man. You'll know when you get to Korea, man.
Korean roads are a little
You
fucked
think
up.
that Manhattan, like New Yorkers, know how to drive? Like
Pretty much a blind person who designed the roads here, close to being blind. And honestly, like I don't think there's enough space. Everything doesn't make sense here.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I think there should
why I
be
hate
more
driving here. I don't
more
wanna drive here.
room. Yeah,
You know what
there
I'm
should be
saying?
more
It's fucking crazy.
space. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Otherwise, don't build other things. But they kind of overdo that
Because
little
it's a
bit.
small country too. I mean, the roads are smaller. Like the cars are like a bit smaller too.
I understand
but-
that, but like even if it is a small country, but like places like Taiwan, it's a small island. I just feel like they still make use of the space. Like they, I mean, everything makes sense. That's what I'm saying. So. Yeah. And here the parking is such
Right.
a big problem. And also there is the fact that it's super densely populated
It is,
here
man.
in
It's
Seoul.
pretty crazy, man.
More than Manhattan and more than New York
insane,
City. I'm pretty sure
It is.
by like I don't know, a couple million or a million. I don't know.
I mean, yeah, like because Koreans are pretty reckless when they drive. Like they literally make sure that they can go an inch more
yeah.
towards your car, but swerve around you
I heard
without killing you and himself
exactly
or herself.
dude. And I heard it's very
But-
similar to like Mexico City too.
I don't know,
They
really.
just run that bitch over. It doesn't matter if it's a red.
Jesus Christ,
Yeah.
man! Like that's where the law enforcement should come in. Like,
Yeah, but look at
You know what
look
I'm
at here
saying?
in
Like,
Korea too. Like
law-
you're really gonna
come
rely on
on,
law
bro.
enforcement?
No,
Come on.
police. Like, can you look at police here? You're like, all right, bro.
That's
like,
a cute little uniform.
Yeah,
Is it
like,
Halloween
oh,
already?
like, go back to
Oh,
why aren't
actually,
you
it
in
is almost
school?
Halloween.
Like, yeah, it is.
Yeah.
Why aren't you in school, buddy? Like,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? But yeah,
Shit.
you were talking about the plastic surgery thing.
Yeah.
It's just it's a operation done where you're sewing your eyelid, to kind of create the double eyelid. That's what that was your question. So
Oh, wow.
we went like a
Totally forgot about that
back
question.
a long
But
fucking way.
all
There
right.
is eye surgery, nose surgery. There's jaw cutting, where they kind of make that like triangular like face. That's what you see Koreans when they take pictures. They do this like
no, don't do
they
that. Though.
they
Don't
do that. They wrap their hands on their cheeks, kind
Oh,
of thing,
God.
to create that smaller
Jesus
face.
Christ.
The small face is what's
Oh, yeah,
attractive
they're
here. The
very-
small face.
They get a hard on for small faces. Did you
God,
notice that?
Look at that face. Oh yeah.
Yeah, they always
no,
say like
it's true.
for me, I
It's
guess
true.
I have a small face. I
You
didn't
really do,
I
though.
didn't know
Yeah.
until they
You
told
does,
me.
man. You does.
And they were like,
Got a tiny ass
small
face.
face, small face.
oh,
And
your
they're
face
like,
so
"Do you want to
small."
jack off on it?" I'm just
know.
kidding. But I was just
God.
like, oh
Really?
shit,
You got,
all
like,
right,
jizz on
that's
your
cool.
face?
Just
You missed a spot, man.
all right. Anyways,
Fucking gross. Hey, we want to talk about what you want to talk about at Halloween.
no.
Oh,
Yeah, Halloween too, but actually this kind of goes into like dating, doesn't it?
oh yeah,
so,
it
like,
does. It does. Oh yeah, I did mention dating.
Yeah, we should probably talk about dating, the dating culture here in Korea. So you actually, this is just random. I'm just picking something out of my head, but like, don't look at me like that. So you have done a little bit of a speed dating. Oh, is this speed dating? No. What is it?
No, it's good. No, it's blind dating. It's blind dating.
Oh, blind date.
Bro, so that's interesting.
Blind dating. It's called 소개팅.
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 Yeah.
And pretty much. Actually, Joe, you tell us
Oh yeah, dog. So it's like
okay, it's very big here, right?
Yeah. So
Super big here?
soulgetting, blind dating is 90% of how dating is done in Korea.
There's no way that's
Fuck
fucking
yeah.
90%. Where the fuck do you pull up that shit?
Out of my ass? No, I'm serious.
That's a dirty ass.
You can ask any. How'd you know? You can ask any Korean man. How do you meet people? How do you date? Soulgettings.
Whoa.
Anybody. You can
Holy
ask any
fuck.
Korean. Go on the street and be like, so how do you like do like a fucking survey?
I'm gonna
Like,
ask some granny
They can be
like selling potatoes.
Oh.
I'm just selling potatoes. Leave me alone.
Jesus Christ. She's gonna like throw
No.
potatoes at your
How
face.
did you date?
She can't even talk. She's so old.
Call the ambulance. Yeah,
so
all right,
bad.
all
Okay.
right, come on.
So
I'm
dating
sorry, we're sorry,
is
guys.
my bad. Okay. So dating is 90% blind dating. 90%. So
Okay.
most of dating for young people is done by a person introducing another person to you. So if you have a friend who works with you, or like somebody who you went to school with, or somebody like a family friend or something, and they're like, hey, listen, man, I'm like single now. I just broke up with my girl or my boy, and like, you know, I just need to find somebody. They're like, oh yeah, all right, I'll look around. And then so that person will be like, hey, like they'll go to his friends and be like, hey, buddy, so you single?
Wow.
And then like he would connect them. Nowadays it's better in Asia and Korea because you can actually, there's like, you know, technology and phones, you can send pictures and shit, right? But back then it was like, you don't get that. You don't even know what that person looks like. You just meet them.
Okay, so like, so the person who's introducing you to this broad or whoever, right? This handsome
girl would be the
stud.
right term.
I'm sorry, this girl, right? Sorry, guys. So like, are they there with you? Like, is it like a
No.
They're present? Oh no,
No,
they're
dog.
just sending you off to the
Hey, listen, I'll give you her contact information. You contact her, and that shit is so awkward.
So what?
It's so awkward.
Okay, what's the process here? So how does it begin? You
All right.
you message her. What do you say? Hey,
what
are you doing?
Like, oh my god, how are you? Like, oh, how's the weather? I don't know.
Pretty
man.
sunny today,
It's- so I mean, it's so awkward, man. It's a little awkward. I'll be honest, because like for me, I like things like natural and shit. Like I don't like you know superficial, like very like calculated and like you know. Hi, my name is Joe. What is your name? Let's meet. You know what I'm saying?
Nothing manufactured. You
Yeah,
like
it's-
things like more organic.
Come on, natural. You know what I'm saying? Organic and
Yeah.
like. So I would be like, I would just try to joke around from the start, like, hey, how are you? Like, you know,
Yeah.
oh my god, this is. I would just say it like, this is awkward.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I can't believe we're doing this. Something like that.
Yeah,
They'd be
yeah,
like,
yeah.
ha, 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 you know? So
What's
Koreans
that
though,
laugh?
that's how I laugh. You didn't know? Okay.
Yeah.
So
anyways.
Koreans, they would they don't expect the guy to be funny in the first like time that you talk.
They don't
like-
expect the guy to
Yeah,
be
you're not
funny.
supposed to be. It's like, okay. Well,
they don't expect something like for you to make something like this very light, right? They want
yeah, they want it more heavy. Like it's obviously
kinda serious.
Yeah, it's pretty
Yeah,
serious,
yeah.
and like it's like, all right, well, especially the older you are, you know, it's like you're like thinking about marriage
Yeah.
for sure. Like this guy or this woman would be potentially my next marriage wife, you know, husband kind of person. So like they're very serious. When you're in your 20s and your early 30s, it's okay. You're like kind of like, you know, kind of like, you know, kind of doing your thing. Hold on, what is going on here?
Whoa,
I got a
whoa,
call. I got a spam mail.
Oh, okay.
Oh shit! I gotta talk about Korean spam mail later too.
Oh, yeah.
Voice phishing. Anyway, so yeah, man, it's very awkward in the beginning, and then you would just somehow be like, when it gets like 1% more comfortable, you're like, hey, why don't we meet? And so you meet, and it's so fucking awkward because you can ask any Korean. You go to a cafe or a restaurant, and you look at a person who's like doing that soulgetting or blind dating, you can tell right away because they are sitting in a certain position. They're like awkward as hell, and they're dressed so formally, and they're like not even talking. They're like,
yeah.
"Hi,
Yeah, and if they're eating, they're just like eating salad.
Yeah, it's like robotic. They're like cutting their steak and like
Yeah.
perfectly evenly.
Yeah, everything's calculated. They're like, oh, so how should I do this so it's not like
like
you know
messy
what I mean?
and stuff. That's why in Korea you never take a girl out to like for a burger. Like in your first date, never. That's
or
like
wings.
rude. Yeah, you're just like ripping that shit off. You know what I'm saying?
Ribs.
Yeah, that's not gonna happen. So like you always got to take him to like a fancy, nice restaurant. And then basically like that's how it goes. And like, you know, I think for like people like us, like Korean Americans or people who are like they know Western culture, you know, a little bit more, like they can make it more fun, you know, because like we're like more playful, like, you know, culture, like humor and stuff like that. Like Korea, it's like blind dating is like kind of serious a little bit, and you know, sometimes it's so awkward. You're not even talking, you know. So it's like it's. Ooh. It's very interesting.
So what would you say like what were like one of the biggest differences like dating a Korean girl with an Americano?
What? No, I mean for me the biggest thing would probably be like, I mean there's a lot of things, but mindset, man, that's it.
Okay.
It's how they think and what's values and like things like that. It's, you know, pretty similar because like if you're a decent human being and you have like, you know, values that are like pretty, you know, like okay, you understand like okay, I understand why that would be your like why working for money would be important value to you, right? But
the
like
basics,
but they have like different shit, I don't know, I can't really like, it's so many things, man. It's I think it's how you talk to people too. Like Americans are just really chill. You know what I'm saying? Like we're down to earth. Like I'm not even talking about just Americans, like Western like culture. Yeah, it's like you're supposed to just be able to relax and talk with this person. Yeah, in your first date, like that's how you know that's how it goes. But Korea, it's more like the girl sometimes intentionally reserves herself to be like a little like shy and shit, even though she's not, so that she looks more feminine. And the guy kind of likes her because that makes her more makes himself look more masculine because he's taking charge. Like she's not talking a lot, so I'm gonna take charge here. You know what I'm saying? Like that kind of thing. Okay, like there's that feel. It feels different.
A lot of fakery in the beginning.
A lot of like, you know, there's a lot of like almost like role play a little bit. You know what I'm saying? But like,
I mean, like I kind of understand that, you know, to a certain extent. Like just like you don't want to go like full like balls to the walls like what you do with your boys. Like you do have to act a certain way with, you know, especially because the girl is not someone you're familiar with. You know, so like she's someone that you obviously have interest and that you like, so you want to kind of like present yourself in a very, you know, good manner. You want to show the best version of yourself, right? So I understand that to a certain extent, but like but still at the end of the day I think I'm still kind of like relaxed. I mean, I'm pretty sure you're the same way, right? You're very casual, like when you talk, and like crack jokes and shit,
right? But don't you feel different sometimes? You gotta feel more like you gotta take charge and like more like it's not like a partnership. It's more like you're like you have to lead everything and you have to lead the conversations and stuff. I don't know.
Well, I guess it depends on which type of girl that. I don't know. But
I feel like in most relationships with Koreans, you gotta there's that expectation for the guy to like start the conversation. I see. Like always pick the spot for the restaurant. Okay. You know what I'm saying? And also, this is another thing with Korean girls dating, man. Like for the girls I dated, if you're like, if the girl is really like, because fashion is so big here, it's such a big part, so that a lot of Korean girls, they want you to dress a certain way. They don't tell you that until like they would like, I don't know. The girls
I dress like a hobo.
Well, you know, you don't you usually don't wear anything. No, but you never got that? Like I got that I got that like a couple.
She had to tell you like, hey,
times.
like step your game up. She told you that?
No. Yeah, like she would be like, hey, like Oppa means like older person I'm dating.
Yeah.
He'd be like, yo, can you like wear black? I like when you wear like, black shoes.
Oh, okay.
Or something like that. I'll be like, what the fuck?
She tries to fix you up a little bit.
Yeah, like, you know what I'm saying? That's like a little bit different for me. Because Korean girls are really big about that. They're really big on their image and how people look at them. So like
both the boyfriend
exactly,
and the girl,
dog. If you're like a casual dresser, like hoodies and like jeans and shit, like slacks, and she's wearing like a full like beautiful blouse, like with like silver things on her shoulders and shit, high heels, like people be like, what the hell? Like that guy is such a loser. How did he get her? Kind of thing. They're so into that. They're like so focused on that aspect.
Yeah.
So like, don't you feel that way?
Yeah, they are very image conscious. I would have to say. Yeah.
Right. Well, it's a little different, man.
Yeah.
Like, dating wise. I mean, I would like to talk more about this.
And what about like do they also like want you? What about their expectations from you as a boyfriend? Like, do they want you to contact them like every second? Like, I'm pretty sure you've met some girls to that severity.
God, listen.
If you were to like just generalize
we can go into this for hours.
Oh, okay.
Seriously, dog. But yeah.
Yeah, that's your answer.
Yeah. A lot of Korean girls, not all.
Yeah.
But a lot Asians, like I said, it goes back to like the whole man needs to take charge and like they expect the guys to like call first, something like, hey, oppa, like, oh, hey, why didn't you call? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, hey, babe, why didn't you call?
Yeah.
You have the phone too, you know? Yeah. It's kind of like the man needs to step up.
He has to take initiative.
The man needs to pay for the meal all the time.
Oh, I see.
The man needs to make a decision all the time.
What about this generation? Is it changing a little bit or not really?
It is, but it's still, man, it's still like that, man. It's this cultural thing.
What is the craziest shit that ever happened between you and Korean girl? Like,
what do you mean?
In a relationship like this? Not like that, you dirty fuck.
Assuming assumptions here.
But like, I don't know, like some girl maybe who went over the top, like loves your D, needs to be around that all the time, like expects like high maintenance girls. Like were there someone like that, or was it someone like she was super jealous that you went out to take a crap in a bathroom and she was like,
both. Yeah, I'm sure you have. I've had girls that were like, I'm at the mall like after work just to buy some shoes, and they'll be like, hey,
who are you with?
Yeah, who are you with? I'm like, what do you mean? Who am I with? I'm by myself. Like, I just want to buy some shoes. And she's like, I don't really believe you.
What? Get the fuck out of here.
Yeah.
She was just playing.
Half playing. So I was like, haha, yeah, that's funny. She's like, no, but you really like you're alone, right? I was like, yes, I'm a fucking alone.
No, really.
It happened every day. Every single day. Where are you? Like, and it'll be like, I'm at work at 2 p.m. What do you think I am? Like, you think I'm out Christ. Like canoeing with another girl or something? Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. They like some crazy shit. Like, I don't know, incessant questions. Mm-hmm. Like, why are we not hanging out inside? I'm like, hey, I have plans with my friends. Like, it's boys' time. You know, like I told you, like a couple weeks ago, I'm gonna chill with my boys. Yeah. You chill with your girls. You know, I need this time.
Yeah.
But they don't understand. A lot of girls don't understand that. A lot of Korean girls, they're like, why can't you just chill? Like, you know, they're kind of needy. A lot. I'm not saying all Korean girls are like this, but it's more prevalent in Korean maybe maybe it's an Asian thing. I don't know. It's more prevalent.
And what about like your privacy with your phone? Because I heard some stories like girls go through my phone.
Shit. That has happened one time, and
One time,
Holy
dude. I can't even believe that actually happened to you.
No, that happened.
I can't even imagine.
It wasn't that bad, but I didn't.
What'd you do? Like,
no, she was like, "Oh, oppa, like, like some person called you." I was like, "Oh, okay." And she's like, "Yeah, but he also like texted you," so I kind of read the text to make sure, like, you know, like everything's okay.
Was it through the top notification?
No. She went in. She's like,
fuck. Like she read your shit.
Yeah, the guy's name is blank.
Full-blown conversation.
Yeah, the guy's name is blank, and like I kind of read through, and like he said that you're like, you know, like doing something. You have to make plans with him or something. Or something. I was like, yeah, but
how do
you only knew that? Only know that if you went through like my message with him yesterday because I talked about this fucking yesterday.
Oh my god!
How the hell did you know that? She's like, I don't know. I just kind of scrolled up. My finger went up.
Oh,
so I scrolled.
And she was very nonchalant about it, like
nonchalant
as if she,
fuck, man. And I was like,
she did nothing wrong.
Yeah, I was like, oh my God. No. Don't ever look at my phone like that.
Yeah,
I made it clear.
Yeah.
But then, I was like,
you probably set a fucking
it's already
alarm.
a rap, man. It's kind of a rap. Like, I don't like that shit, you know? Like private
stuff
like that. You know, like, have you ever got that before?
No, and I don't ever want to experience that.
It's really creepy, and it's like really stressful.
I have my password set, so I'm good to go.
Yeah, but
you should have put your password.
I know,
on that
man.
shit.
I know that now. Now I don't.
I should. Okay,
I'm so stupid with that shit. But
yeah.
I take my phone everywhere.
Yeah.
Yeah, dog.
Yeah.
But
yo, Halloween coming soon.
Yeah, man.
What you gonna be?
Oh, myself, dog.
No, don't do that.
This is nothing. Like Americans or like other girls, they kind of like a lot of girls. They expect you to dress up like why aren't you dressing up? Mm-hmm. Like it's Halloween. You ever got that?
Oh yeah. I don't. So people ask me all the time.
Right. Like, what are you supposed to be? Like, fucking nobody, man. I'm just chilling. Mm-hmm. But yeah, Korean girls don't ask that. That's cool.
Yeah. So what Halloween, are you gonna be for
dog.
Halloween?
Myself, dog.
Yo, we should do that face-off thing.
Oh my god, that's so fucking funny.
We're gonna do this, but I don't think we're able to. But what we're gonna do is, you know, the movie Face Off with Nicolas Cage and John Travolta. Where they switched their fucking faces.
Yeah, that would be so funny, dude.
We were gonna mold our. It sounds super psychotic, but we're gonna mold our faces and actually like get a mask
lose
of
a lot
ourselves
of followers today.
And switch it. So we're gonna literally. Joe was gonna be me, and I was gonna be Joe.
Oh my god!
So yeah,
that's hilarious.
I actually told. Yeah. Anyways, it's not good, man.
That is crazy.
Yeah, people were like, "Nah, don't do it."
Yeah. But Halloween in Korea is cool, man. It's crazy. I mean, there's a lot of usually a lot of foreigners, like, they celebrate it. So,
or people who usually go to like Itaewon, which is the foreign
like central
hot spot.
Yeah. So they usually go to Itaewon or Hongdae. Hongdae is another, like I mentioned earlier. Mm-hmm. So those are like the two hot spots for Halloween. There's a lot of parties, clubs all night. Like, that's what I love about Korea. It's like fucking crazy.
A couple years ago,
nothing will sleep, man. Nothing sleeps.
I went on a cruise in Incheon, man, and it was dude, all you can drink beer.
Oh my! How much?
I think I paid like $60.
That's not bad.
Yeah, and it was the cruise itself was, I forgot, 3 hours long.
Dude, that is not bad at all, bro.
So as soon as I stepped on that boat, I was like, give me that fucking drink.
Dude,
and I was just like
trashed.
Oh, that was so good. Maybe we should do that. But anyways, people, like everyone, they got trashed.
Of course, man.
Yeah, man.
Bro, I don't know, man. I think Halloween in Korea is even better than the States.
Is it? I don't know.
Like,
no, what'd you say?
Everywhere, like, you know, like in Seoul.
Well, the nightlife.
Yeah, bro,
I think
sick.
Yeah, that's true.
Dude,
the nightlife
like, people
is pretty
are
crazy.
everywhere.
Yeah.
On the streets, like, I'm not talking about like one bar or like one club where everyone's going, like the whole, like everywhere, the whole fucking neighborhood is just filled with these like people in costumes and people taking pictures and shit.
It's pretty poppin', man.
It's crazy here.
And I find myself going out more because everything is so cheap here.
Dude,
it's cheaper. So like I find myself having more fun for a longer time.
Yeah, bro. And that's
more
the thing.
Frequently.
That's the thing, man. And
it's fun. It's fun.
It's a lot. It's crazy fun, man.
It is.
It's crazy fun.
Yeah, dude.
Halloween, you know those like Halloween specials, like you get to like, you know, order drinks for like you get like you buy one, you get 3 free and shit, like shots. Ooh, like that shit will wreck your life. But it's so much fun, man.
Yeah.
So next weekend, dog.
Itaewon? Where you
possibly, bro. Yo, if you want to join us, come to Itaewon.
Yeah.
Hit us up.
Itaewon. Okay.
Yeah,
let's do it.
Man, it's gonna be really fun. So
yeah,
Damn, man, it's getting colder now. It's fucking crazy now.
Yeah, it is, dude. It's so crazy. It's already the end of October.
It's crazy, man.
How
Time
crazy
flies, huh?
It's our 8th episode, man.
Yeah,
how crazy is that?
I just want to say this, man. Like they're like a lot of Kathy's friends, like from last week.
Yeah,
like
shout out to Kathy.
Shout out to Kathy and
Tavia.
Yeah, man, Kathy Tavia and her friends for loving us, supporting us.
Oh yeah,
bro.
Yeah. Thank you for liking our shit.
Awesome.
And downloading.
Love y'all.
Yeah,
and
much love.
Comment of the week was by a person named Val C and on YouTube, and she said that this is actually one of the most interesting podcasts I've seen in a while.
Yeah,
Shout out to you, man.
Much love.
Shout out to you. Damn. If you have any recommendations about topics or anything in general, please
feel free to
let us know. We will do everything. Brian will twerk for you. I will
twerk.
Do everything, So we'll make it happen. Yeah, man. That's a wrap today.
Yeah. Has it been an hour already?
It's been almost
50 minutes?
Yeah, a little less than an hour today.
Okay, cool.
But we're gonna wrap things up a little bit.
So you gotta get going, right?
I gotta get going a little bit.
All right, cool.
But
what were you gonna talk about? You said you had to mention something, didn't you?
Hold on, dude. I forget, dog.
Yo, I mean, this is kind of late, but like Oktoberfest, like in Korea, they have it here in a place called Name. And Name is
Name
near
Island?
Busan, like west of Busan, but like on the tip of your dick.
I knew something was coming
in the south side. So there's actually a German village there, man, like a legit German village, not like artificially made. So
where the origin of Oktoberfest was.
Well, here in Korea, and a lot of people go there to eat a bunch of sausages and drink beer.
Yeah, so
yeah, man. Actually, I was about to go there, but I was like, it's too far, dude.
That's fine, man. We can do that. Dude, there's so many like.
But do you know the origin? I'm sorry.
No, I don't.
Yo, I mean, this is from what I heard, but I heard that like after the war, Korean War, like people they're hungry, right? They got something to eat, right? Yeah. Scraps or something. So they went over to Germany. They went over to Germany, man.
Oh, is that what?
To work as nurses there to earn money, and when they came back, I guess there was like this transfer of culture.
Oh shit! Okay.
I guess the Name part. I don't know why. It might not be true, but I heard this from a Korean person.
Shit!
He's the owner of this tour company. So he told me this is it, if I remembered correctly. So, anyways, that's pretty cool, isn't it, man?
That's mad cool.
And
I didn't know that.
It relates to like I mean, it's kind of similar to how like Japan after World War II, like they bounced to Brazil. And that's why it's like very popular,
like reggae culture and stuff like that.
Yeah, there's a huge Japanese community there, and man, it's the same thing. They're just working for money. Some stayed there, and some came back.
Yeah, Korean Oktoberfest is pretty much the same. I mean, you eat a lot of German sausages and beer.
I love that sausage.
Yeah, in my mouth. Sorry. And then there's a lot of like they play K-pop though, like a lot of K-pop like concerts and shit like that. But we gotta get going, man.
Cool.
That was good.
That's a wrap.
That's a wrap.
Okay, it's a wrap. Hey guys, thank you once again for downloading our stuff and supporting us and liking our shit. You can find us on iTunes, Google Play Music, Stitcher. Google Play Music is only in US and Canada only. And also you can download it anytime you want before you go out to save data. Before you, I don't know, jog or go outside to jerk off, whatever you do outside of your house, you can download it and just listen to that shit and delete it anytime you want. We have instructions on Facebook. And and you can find us on, obviously, we have a Facebook page at STBeef00. And you can find more information there. And also, we're on Twitter and Instagram at STBeef00. Thanks for tuning in. That's episode 8, brother.
That was a wrap for Ocho. Yo, we gotta stop syncing. Yo, we gotta stop
it.
Oh my God, we're stop singing the same shit.
It's time to go. Get the fuck out.
All right, man.
All right,
Yo,
man.
peace out, guys.
Peace.
Love y'all. Stay tuned.
Later.
Yeah.